Hey guys, and welcome to Car Guy 1999 Reviews. Today, courtesy of Infinity of Nashua in Nashua, New Hampshire, we have the 2020 Cadillac XT4 Sport. Just got done filming a Focus RS, and I'm on my way for the Saturday morning meeting. So, that leaves me not a ton of time. So I'm going to film it on my way to work. Spent the night with the car. Started to learn about it a bit more. It's powered by the GM 2.0, not the 2.7 like I thought. It's the 2-liter turbo, 237 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque, if I'm not mistaken. Definitely a fun car. Good amount of power. I mean, if you've driven the terrain Denali with the 2-liter, you're gonna feel pretty similar in this car. Panoramic sunroof. This thing has like 10 grand in options, so I think this one's stickered for 54, which is absolutely insane. You are deep in XT5 and XT6 territory, but for an XT4, this is probably the fully loaded version and the highest equipment you're gonna get, except for like your cargo packs and all that fun stuff. I'm shutting that off because that's annoying. So this uses the GM 9-speed automatic, same basic unit that's found in your XT6, your Acadia, your Traverse, same basic transmission, which has the same little quirk of second and third gear being essentially the same exact ratio, which is kind of odd to think about, but because if you're driving it in automatic mode, it skips right over third gear, or I should say it skips over second. It skips over one of the two, and you're only going to notice it when you're in manual, which I will do here. I'm going to put these wipers into auto. It's starting to rain a little bit. Nice. First, second, fourth. Like, this is second. I'm gonna upshift into third. It's the same ratio. Do have performance activated lift foot, PAL for short. Don't ask me how I know that. I used to work in marketing with a dealership chain that had a bunch of GM stores, so it's transmission's most aggressive mode, and you activate it by smacking your foot down and lifting it, but it's also inherently activated when you floor it and then lift your foot off the throttle. In terms of feel, seats are pretty comfortable, heated, cooled seats. You do have auto park, all that fun stuff. Steering wheel does feel nice in the hands. It's actually a pretty big wheel for the size of the car. You're sat very, very high up. This seat is in its lowest position, and I can still see the leading edge of the hood. So if you like that up high seating position, you're going to be comfortable in this car. Do of course have the virtual rear view mirror. That's another option on this car. have to remember not to go through the tolls because I don't have an easy, well, I do have an easy pass, but it's not set up for this car or plate. I have to see if they offer an easy pass, just a transponder. I'll hook it to my dealer plate and I'll just throw the easy pass in so I don't have to avoid the tolls every single day, because I'll actually take a longer way home. Well, it's 6 one way, half a dozen the other. It's about the same time, but it's still kind of annoying if I need to go north a little bit to pick up food, whatever, and not go through an easy pass, because if I paid $1 every time, I drive a different car every single day. It's gonna be expensive. I'd rather not just pay $1 out of my, actually, you know what, I pay the exact same amount anyway if I use the easy pass or not, because I'd be paying for the easy pass. I'm just gonna shut up before I talk myself into another stupid situation. But you also have a, looks like an NFC port right here. I'm assuming, I haven't tried it because I don't want to download anything to this, but you put your phone there and you can transfer files into the hard drive of the infotainment system, which is a pretty cool feature to have, especially just, it's marked right there. Put the phone up against it and it transfers everything. Do have heads-up display. I think that's part of the option group that gave you the virtual rear view mirror. You have a bunch of different information settings you can put on it, so you can have just the speed and the speed limit. You can have your current speed in the audio. You can have current speed and the compass, and you can have your hockey stick tachometer. And that's what I've decided to run with. One thing I noticed about the brake pedal is you'll get to a certain point and then it's all pressure based. It's not pedal travel anymore. You know, the pedal only travels so far, and then at that point you really have to press hard to get it to go any further. But as you apply more and more pressure, it applies more and more stopping power to it too. It's one of the better brake pedal feels out of this segment, though it takes a second to get used to it. That being said, I'm gonna let you guys go so I can go to work and make it for the Saturday morning meeting. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. See you all in the next one.